Since the start of 2025, I've been building, coding, and creating an AI app, and I've been documenting the entire process on YouTube. And I've been getting users, and I've been getting feedback, and so today I will tell you exactly what I've learned from the entire process. So one very important lesson that I've learned is about speed. You see, when I first started off, I was expecting to get hundreds and hundreds of users by spring and summer, starting off of January. But the thing is that the process taught me a completely different thing. As I was developing, as I was trying to get these users, I realized, wow, this will take way longer and it is way harder than it actually seems. Like for instance, I would get users signing up and then trying to use the app, but then eventually just abandoning using it at all. And then they would not use it again. And that would be because of some error that I have, or that would be because they just got bored with it and they didn't like it and they didn't want to use it. And so the process taught me that it is not going to be as fast as I thought it would be. Specifically, it taught me that I have to refine what I'm building. And this might be valuable for you to hear as well, because if you're self-taught, if you're solo, building something solo, you probably have the same thing where you expect that once you launch, once you've completed, people will immediately start flocking towards you and you will become a multi-centi trillionaire by next year. But the thing is that I've realized is that I have to refine and slowly build through the process. I have to understand what do the users actually want, what do they actually like, and what do they don't like. Why did they stop using it all of a sudden, right? I have to figure out all of these things. And so the lesson to myself was to change my expectations. And this might be very valuable for you to hear. I'm sure it is very valuable for many other teenagers to hear when they're building an app. You're probably not going to, explode as soon as you launch it. And you should change your expectations and understand that this will be a very slow process, and it has to be that way. It has to be slow and steady, and you have to make something that people actually like. Now, the next lesson that I've learned is about the constant code errors problem. The problem is that you'll encounter many errors in all types of areas in your project. Whatever you're building, the back end or the front end will eventually bug out, and there will be eventually an issue that you'll have to sit down and fix for 2 days. At least I have. I don't know if I'm cursed, but generally I found that I would have to spend many days on some very small error. So this is something that I've learned, that if you build solo, you are the one that fixes everything. You are in charge of all of the processes within it. And so if there's some goofy little front-end error, unfortunately you have to incur the time out of your day to spend on this goofy error that sets you back a few days. And so this is important also because that's where users come in, right? When I had somebody sign up, I had 2 users sign up, and then they had one small email verification code error. My automated system couldn't send a code to their email to just verify it. And this small issue, I mean, it made them confused. They were like, why can't I verify my account? And then they just left the platform entirely. And so that's a massive thing, that you have to fix everything, because this is like, there. Right. The next lesson is a very big one, I will say, and it's to take feedback neutrally. You see, many people when I was building throughout this entire process were extremely rude. They would say very mean things, right? Oh, your website is very trash, like all these different things. And a very big thing that would happen is that I would eventually start feeling like I should kind of repress what I'm saying, right? Whether I'm documenting it on YouTube or whether I'm implementing something into Stellar AI, my AI app, I would think maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe, like me naturally, I'm very hyperbolic. I like to express in a very high up way. And so I'll try to repress that because I would kind of subconsciously feel bothered by these little comments. But the thing is, if I do that, I will not be able to continue to improve my AI app, and I will not be able to just take feedback in general from users to then improve. And so this is what I realized, is that I should just take the purpose of the feedback. And so what this means is to take the purpose of what is said, right? Oh, you have such a trash website, even let's say, even the sign up is not working, right? For example, just take the purpose of the feedback, right? Or the intent behind it, the core main thing about what they said. Like, okay, my website doesn't work, and then strip all of the hatred. Do not pay attention to what is said and just fix that issue, right? Fix the sign up, fix the error, whatever it is. Or maybe just ignore it entirely if it is not applicable, right? Hopefully that was helpful to you if you're also a self-taught developer, young like me, teenager, and you want to build something great.